Hey guys, SD here. Yeah, I'm at home again. I'm currently waiting to hear back about my vehicle. Uh, let me start the story from the beginning. Those of you who keep up with this have probably already heard about my adventures yesterday. When I got off from work, I got in my car, crossed my fingers, buckled up, um, turned the key, and it was a little sluggish starting up, but it did start up. So I was able to drive it home. I went online for the dealership to see if I could book an appointment, and the earliest appointment wasn't until 3:30 in the afternoon, so I said I'll just go there when they first open up in the morning, drop off my car, and hope that they can squeeze me in. So, this morning at about 7:15, because they opened at 7:30 and the dealership's only like 5 minutes from my house. I go out there to start my car, turn the key. Now, okay, let me start out with I push the key fob to unlock my car. The lights come on, open the door. All the normal lights and interior stuff is doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm thinking, okay, this is a good sign. Yay! Get in, put the key in, buckle up. I'm buckling up that way. It's like one less thing for the car to have to think about because it has one of those security features where it'll beep if the if you're not buckled. Like I always wait for my passengers to get buckled up because otherwise it'll start dinging and acting crazy because my passengers aren't buckled. But anyhow, so buckled, put the key in the ignition, turn it, click, 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 and all the other lights go out except the little engine indicator indicating there's engine's not turning up. So I'm like, oh great, okay, we're gonna do this. That's fine. Turn it off. Wait a minute. Turn it again. Click, click, click. This time the engine indicator and the parking brake light flashes on. I was thinking, oh god, I'm not even going to be able to drive it up to the dealership. I'm going to have to pay a towing fee. This is terrible, blah, 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 blah. So I get out my manual, as I'm a sucker for. Actually, no, I didn't get out my manual because I've been under the hood of a car before. Not necessarily mine. I mean, I have been under my own hood, but I haven't significantly been under my own hood because it's a fairly new car. I haven't had to do that. Did you see the cat in the background just now? Anyway, so I get out, pop the hood, get out of the car, go and lift it, and I'm looking around, and everything is covered. Like there's plastic coverings over all the units, and I mean I find where the battery's at, but I can't figure out for the life of me how to get the cover off. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it if I just try, messing around with it. So then I go around and I get the manual out of my glove compartment because I keep it in there on the off chance that it'll tell me something. Oops! Oh, I dropped my work phone. Oh, exciting view of this is the living room where the kids hang out whenever they come. Anyway, so pop the hood, go back under there. I've got the manual. I look up jump starting. Well, I look at battery and I get jump starting. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that'll. No, it doesn't tell me anything about exposing the battery. It shows where the positive terminal is above the battery, and that you for the negative you put it on the engine block. So I'm like, okay, good. Well, at least now I know how to jump start my car without having to look that up. I'll sound really professional when someone goes to jump start. I'm like, okay, we'll hook it up here and here. Oh, I'm good to go. Which is probably something I should have known. Anyhow, doesn't give me. I look through every source for battery in there. Doesn't give me any indicator on how to get that cover off. I'm sitting here like, how the fuck am I supposed to change my own battery? I mean, I understand that in today's day and age, most people don't do anything themselves, but I love doing stuff myself. So finally, I just start pulling at the cover and prying and whatever, and I managed to get it up on three of the four corners so I can look at it. And the node that I could look at did look like it had some corrosion on it. And the cable, I mean, it wasn't. I didn't see any cracks in it, but it definitely felt like it had been better. It had seen better days. So I'm like, okay, there's nothing obviously wrong. I'm not smelling anything weird in here. I mean, it was cold this morning, but it wasn't like freezing cold. It was just kind of a little chill. It was like in the 50s. It's not that bad. So I closed the hood back up, get in my car, turn the key, click, click, click. And I'm like, oh dear God. I'm begging my car. I'm pleading with my car. Please, honey, if you just start up, I'm taking you to get fixed. I'm taking you to get the attention you deserve. I know I've been slacking on it lately. I am so sorry. Just start. So, get out of the car. I'm a little upset. I'm not crying because, I try not to do that too often. Oh, I'm getting red in the face. I'm getting so upset. Poor me. Anyway, got out of the car. I start heading towards the house, and I'm about halfway up the path to the house. And I'm like, I'm going to give it one more try. Just one more try. Go back to the car, get in it, buckle up, put the key in the ignition, turn it, and it starts. I could hear angels singing, horns blowing, hallelujah. It was great. So, as quickly as I can and still stay under the legal limit, I drive my way up to the dealership. I get there, and there's already 4 other cars there. There's 3 on this side and a big white pickup truck on this side. I pull up behind the pickup truck, and as I'm waiting there, another car pulls in behind me, who obviously has an appointment because she gets out and she goes inside and comes back and goes and parks her car somewhere. So it's getting close to 8 at this point. And I wait, and the truck in front of me gets all checked out and gets moved, and so I pull forward and I wait, and finally someone comes to talk to me. Now, I'm not complaining at all about the customer service. I always get great customer service there. They are always as prompt as they can be, and I understand there were multiple other people there before me. I'm not going to sit there crying in my, unflavored oatmeal just because I'm not getting immediate attention. I'm not one of those people. I'm fine, The guy apologized, but I'm just like, dude, it's a Monday morning. I don't have an appointment. No sweat. And sure, yeah, I had to get up earlier than I wanted to today. I mean, had I been keeping with my own plan, I'd probably just now be getting in the shower. Anyway, so I tell him everything that's going on. He explains that there's actually 6 cars ahead of me. So it's going to be a while before he can squeeze me in. He will squeeze me in as fast as he possibly can. Because the people up there, they kind of know me. I don't go there all the time, as my poor car indicated, with all the trouble she's given me. I don't go as often as I should. But, yeah, so he's going to try and squeeze it in. He did notice while he was doing all that he said my brake fluid looked like it was kind of dirty. And I was due for a brake line flush, I think is what he said. I mean, he emailed me a quote, and it's like between $300 and $350 to do that. So, like, at the moment, I'm kind of like, well, let's get this other problem fixed, and I'll think about that one. I mean, I know I need to do it, but, I don't have $350. I don't. Do you take caramels? I'll happily make you $350 worth of caramels. I mean, that's only like 35 pounds of caramels. Is it? Wait. 10 pounds of caramels. 15. It's a lot of caramels. Anyway, so, called my dad and asked him if he can pick me up. And since it's kind of a little bit of a maze at the dealership, because there's like different car parts, and I'm at the Chevrolet section, and the Hyundai section is what you first turn into when you get there, and you kind of have to drive around and find your way in there. There's a Wendy's right next door. So it's probably like a quarter-mile walk from where I'm at to the Wendy's. I said, I'll meet you at the Wendy's. He's like, okay. I had to explain to him where the Wendy's was, because he doesn't usually go on that side of the interstate. Because there's like the Wendy's and the car dealership, and that's it. And on the other side's where all the Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, the good stuff. So I tell him, "Ooh, wow, we're almost 10 minutes now. Haha, yay for extra time." I tell him, how to get there, and then I leg it. I don't run to the Wendy's, but I walk there toot sweet. I'm normally a fast walker. if you're ever behind me and I'm moving slowly, that is probably because there is something directly in front of me or there's something wrong with me. I don't just meander around. So leg it up to the Wendy's. I'm standing on the corner of the Wendy's parking lot, hoping that nobody comes out to tell me to stop loitering, because I really don't. I mean, I'll buy something if I have to, but I don't want to. And I'm drinking the coffee that I got at the dealership. And it's probably about 20 minutes before he comes and picks me up. But I think that was because he needed to get ready for work first, because he figured he'd just come and pick me up and then drop me off at the house and then go on to work. So that's where I am now. No, excuse me. I just called my boss to give him a heads up as to what's going on. And he seemed prepared to not see me until tomorrow. I mean, I told him I was trying to figure out a ride, which I kind of am. But Dad is the only one in his office. So if he's not there, like, literally nothing is happening. No one's answering the phone. No one's answering emails. No one's returning faxes. So I can't really get him to come pick me up and then drive me to work. Mom works all the way on the other side of town. It's like a 30-minute drive. So again, that's not really feasible. And she's the executive director. So, she can't just drop everything to come pick me up and take me to work. Well, she probably would. But it's not fair to her, and if my boss is prepared for me not to be in today, then I'll just use this as my comp day. I had, at one coming to me anyway. I've put in some longer hours lately. So that's it. That's been my morning. I had for breakfast, I almost forgot what video I'm doing. I'm not doing the transformation video. I'm just doing my normal update video. And, yeah. That's that. Then I guess you guys will hear tomorrow how all of that wraps up, and hopefully a much shorter video. But until then, have a good day, and Esty out. Bye.